Good afternoon, everybody, and Happy New Year. Oh my goodness, it's finally 2022, and we thought it would be different than 2021 was, but here we are again, still wearing masks, still being very safe and careful. So anyway, if you are here, let me know, leave a comment. This is Pat Mayer from Akron, Ohio, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Believe it or not, it's coming up on 25 years, but we'll talk about that next month, or maybe later in this month. Hi, Carol, welcome. Hope you had a good New Year's. So anyway, this is the last day for the July to December catalog, and I've been talking about the new one, which is actually coming out tomorrow. So I still can't show you the whole thing, but I can show you, as I have been a little bit this month, or last month, excuse me, showing you some new things. So that's what I'm doing today. And let me tell you, I think you're going to love this. And if you saw my little preview on Facebook, you saw it's called Layering Decorative Masks. So say that a few times fast. So welcome, Sue. Welcome, Gloria. And I should have brought a bottle of water down here. I might need to grab one. Just a sec. Well, there was an empty one and a half empty one here. Okay, so let's talk about layering masks. We've had masks before, which I've demonstrated and shown, and they're quite large and maybe cover a whole background. They're a little bit different than these because these are designed to layer on top of one another. And let me get comfortable here. I'm just really excited about these, as well as the fact that we're starting celebration. So I'm going to show you a celebration set today too that can be used. It's wonderful with some sentiments. So let's talk about these decorative masks. First of all, they come in a nice little package, but I've taken them out of that little package and put them in one of our stamp cases. Hello, Nancy, and hello, Fran. Welcome. Because these are, some of them are a little delicate and might pull if you keep pulling them in and out of just a piece of cellophane. So I've taken them out and put them in here. And I'll show you all of them in a second. And just put the slip down in the box here, as well as the little instruction sheet that comes with it. Although it doesn't need instructions so much as just gives you some ideas on appropriate ways to use these. So let me pull that out, and I'll get to that in a minute. But there are 6 masks, and let me grab a piece of plain white background here so you can see them a little bit better. Okay, first of all, here's this nice little daisy one. Try to get the shine off of there. And these are all 6 by 4.5. So they're perfect for fitting over a card base. So there's a daisy one. These are the full background ones that we've got. Here's another one with more of a floral. I'm going to use this one today, so I'll set that aside. Here is another full background one. And this is more of a leafy design. And this is really delicate because it picks up easily. So this was the one that I was worried that if it goes in and out of that little cellophane, it could get damaged. And then we have the butterflies and the flowers, which is what this is all about. So here's the butterfly one. And then there's a floral image here. But you lay the color down here and then lay this over top of the one that you've colored. And I will show you a sample of one that I've done with that. And these are shiny on one side and kind of a dull matte finish on the other side. So I want to make sure that on these layering ones that I'm always using the same one. So I've put a little note here that this is the top of what I want to use on this one. So that one I'm not going to use today. And then this one is one I'm going to use. This is also very delicate with these floral images, especially this one, these very fine detailed lines on here. And then this is the overlay for it, which I will show you. And then these little flowers can also go with this next one. So the ideas are endless with what you can do. And I've just been playing around with it for about a week since I got it. This one also has nice little leaves, excuse me. But notice how they're curved, so they fit right into these little floral images. So it's really kind of brilliant design, whatever they do, however they come up with that. So I'm going to be using this one and this one and this one today. So I'll put these away. And also suggested that you have some Post-it notes. Grab some Post-it notes or something, because you will need to mask off depending upon how you put the design on your paper to make sure that you're only coloring the part of the paper that you want colored at that time. So Post-it notes will become your best friend with these, and I'm pretty sure we all have some kind of Post-it note tape or Post-it notes around the house. But on this little instruction sheet that comes with it, it just says place the mask over your cardstock. It does say fabric on here, so that kind of has me interested a little bit. Not that I would plan to do that. Or other material, and add a little color. You can spritz. We have some Stampin spritzers that you can put our refills in and spritz over that. And I would strongly suggest that you would really need to do a lot of masking with that so it doesn't overspray on something. You can use ink, chalk, or glimmer sprays. And I'm assuming with glimmer sprays they mean adding some wink of Stella, because we don't have glimmer spray anymore. Sponge. So I'm going to be using our blending brushes today, but sponges, sponge daubers will work on some of the smaller images too. And it says using ink or paint. Trace using markers. Emboss using Versamark ink and embossing powder. And I did play around with that a little bit, and I don't have a finished product to show or finished card to show, but that was pretty cool too. And you can also add texture using embossing paste, which I've shown before, and I have an idea for something with that I'm kind of excited about. So I'm going to do one card today, and then I will have other samples on my blog. I've decided I need to get back to doing my blog again, and I'm going to try for 3 times a week. So this week I'm going to focus on these cards, so I will have some there tomorrow of the other samples that I've made, as well as a product list. I couldn't pull any of those up because the catalog isn't live yet. And then I will also do some on Thursday. So Tuesday and Thursday this week. I did have a blog post from Saturday on New Year's Day, and I showcased these items as well. So let's get going. Let's put this away so I don't lose it. And grab a piece of smaller paper here. All right, so I'm kind of in a purple mode lately. Nancy, I think you'll like that. I know you're a purple fan. And I'm going to be using Gorgeous Grape. And for that, I have a card, just a base panel of 5.5 by 4.25. And then the part that is going to go on top of that is actually 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So I'm adding a little bit of color without using a full half sheet of the colored cardstock and focusing on the basic white. So with that, I'm going to add some color with just this large background. So let's get these other two out of the way. And because I know that this is going to be going on a card panel, I'm going to add a little bit of seal adhesive on here. Let's get that going. And unstick it just a little bit. So that it doesn't move around. Although these are fairly easy to line back up again. And place this over top. Now I was also doing some of these in the Stamparatus and using the magnet to hold these down too. So that's another option. So let's get my purple blending brush, and I use this one for not just Gorgeous Grape, but all the other purples that I have, and just wipe them off on a piece of paper towel or a old terry cloth, and make sure that my color is kind of pure. I try not to wash these very often, if at all. They do take a long time to dry to get them back. So just clean them off, and as long as you don't see any full ink on your towel, then I think you're good to go. All right. So I'm going to tap, tap, tap this on here and tap some of that surface ink off, and then just start. See, I did it, but it's easy to line up. There we go. So did everybody have a great New Year's? Mine was very quiet, and that's okay. It's never been my most favorite holiday in the world, because I think that's the night all the crazies are out driving around. At least the weather was good. Okay, line up here. Come on. Be good. I did make my traditional pork and sauerkraut, which is what we have here up north. I know my daughter said they were making not only pork and sauerkraut, but also they do black-eyed peas down in Texas. That's their thing for the new year. Anybody else do black-eyed peas? Okay. And a little bit more. This is such a pretty design. Okay, so it looks like it might have been darker than what you might have thought, but I wanted it to be kind of light as well. So even if it didn't go all off to this edge, it's okay because it's going to get covered up. So let's set that aside. That's what's going to go on here. And now bring in this part. Back to these again, it's suggested that you can use a baby wipe to wipe them off, especially with ink. But if you ever use the embossing paste, you want to make sure that you have a pan of water handy to get all of that off of there. So they do need to be cleaned so you don't muddy up colors when you switch. Okay, so let's do this one. And I've got a small piece of paper that I've cut out of basic white with our Stitched So Sweetly dies. That's kind of a tongue twister. Stitched So Sweetly. And this is just a nice size to add this floral image on here. And so I'm going to stick that down as well. And I'm just sticking with, oh, you know what what I was going to do, I may change this back. I may. We'll see. I looked up to see what colors actually go with this, so it wasn't also monochromatic green for the leaves and purple. And Pool Party goes well with Gorgeous Grape. So I might do that over again. We'll see. See how our time goes. All right, there are two parts on here, a very fine, detailed part here, and then this more thick. So we want to start with this one, and I'm going to lay that on here kind of at an angle. And I do want all four of these flowers here. If you can see that, I know it shines. Okay, and there's a little bit of this flower here and this one here that I do not want, in case I would sponge down there or brush down there. So that's where I'm going to take my Post-it notes here. And these also help to hold down the mask. So I'm going to cover that up. And these can be used over again, so don't worry about them getting ink on unless you don't want to. There's a tiny bit there. And if you're using a sponge dauber, you might have a little bit more control, but I really like using the blending brushes. So there's just a tinge up there. I'm going to try and stay away from that. So let's add some more ink to this and tap it off. I like to get that initial surface ink off and just start circle, circle, circle. And you'll be amazed, I'm using the same color for both the base and the overlay. And there is a dramatic difference, you'll see. So you don't have to worry about, oh, what color is going to go with this. Now I could have used Highland Heather on this, which is the lighter purple, but I think this works out just well. Just super. Okay, so let's take those off. And there we've got that you can see. And now let's move this down. Let me grab this white piece again. There are three little dots here in the center of the flower, here and here, that help you align this part over the part that I just did. So it is easy to line up. So I just want to focus on those circles and eliminate any of the white that's on there. So if those three circles are aligned, I'm in pretty good shape for knowing where I want to position the mask. So now I'm going to add my sticky notes here because there's a lot more white down here that I don't want to get ink on. That one tore a little bit. There's some up here in the corner. And again, these help hold the mask down to secure it for this. And then I'm going to go ahead and add one more over here on the side. So now I'm going to go back here again, tap some of that off, and do the bold image. This is kind of therapeutic. It's really relaxing to do these. And then figuring out how, ooh, what can I do next? How can I do another one? And mixing some colors. I've seen pale papaya with some, oh, I think it was Calypso Coral. Oh, just really, really pretty colors together. But I thought to start off to show this, this is what I wanted to do. So let's, I found out this morning, when you're done with an ink pad color, close it up, because I got some green and the purple. So let's pull those off, and you'll see this magic. And that's stuck down there, so isn't that pretty? Ooh, I love it. So you can still see that there's enough of a contrast, even though I used exactly the same color for both the base and the overlay. So I can put that aside, and I will wipe that off with a baby wipe later. And now let's use these little leaves. And as I said, the curvature of these leaves works perfect on where you might want to, if my head gets in the way here, I'm not sure, where you want to position those. And it's best to do just one at a time. And I'll need to mask some more, because I want to do just this one here. So that means I want to cover this up over here. And I think I'm okay down here. I won't get anything there. And I'm going to use Garden Green. So I've got a green brush. Don't go to sleep, Nancy. I don't want to put anybody to sleep. If anybody's sleeping, no. Okay, so let's put that there. It is mesmerizing. And let's move to another one. Oh, I just love that. That is so pretty. And let's do this one that's got a double one there. And again, it lines right up. It's just so cool. They just do such a great job coming up with cool ideas. So, okay, so I better cover that one up. And I'm going to just be safe, cover this up in the middle so I have something to hold on to. Post-it notes are a great way to hold on to something when you're trying to do something like this. So a little bit more green. And probably need something over on the other side. And I'm just going to stick with, I like these more leafy ones than the pointy ones. And I think I got everything covered up there. So one more shot here. I got a little bit of green that I didn't cover up, but maybe I can cover it up with my sentiment. Okay, so that little part down there, I didn't catch, and I got that, so. Okay, so we've got our 3 leaves and our flowers, and that is exciting. That is done. So now, let's put those away. We'll get some baby wipes out later when I'm done. I am going to go back, and just to see the contrast, I want to see how Pool Party works with this. So bear with me on let's see. I'll go ahead and use this, but I want to make sure that I've got the purple off of there. Okay, so let's see if I can do this quicker without masking anything down. I am going to take some, I've got some Post-it tape here to hold it down a little bit better. Maybe I can do it faster without moving things around. Okay, so get rid of the green, cover it up so I don't muddy up my brushes here, and try it with Pool Party. Then I'll have it on both sides and you can see, yeah, the chamois would be good too. I need to get a new chamois. I've been holding off on using a brand new one, so for the first of the year I will do that. So let's try it with the Pool Party. Then we'll see both sides and you can tell me which one to use. So who makes New Year's resolutions? Or do you just have good ideas, good intentions, and see where it goes? Mine is always organization. And yesterday I was trying to come up with some new ideas for keeping and using up my scraps of paper. So I'll let you know how that goes. I have an idea. What I do now is put things in folders, and if it's in a folder, you don't see it. All right, so I hope everybody's awake. Let's put a little bit more on the side here. Again, these are easy to line up, pretty easy to line up. There we go. Okay, that's good enough. It's kind of like an ombre look. We'll go for that. Okay, that did have some adhesive on there. All right, so this is going to go on the Gorgeous Grape. So which do you think looks better? I know the little color coach that we have said that this goes well with it. I don't know if I like it so much as this. So what do you think? Anybody? Anybody? Okay, I don't know about this one. So hearing no comments or seeing no comments, I'm going to go with the Gorgeous Grape. Okay, Nancy, I'm not surprised the purple with you, but Gloria, what was yours? I have Sue says grape. Sue and Nancy both say the grape. Ellen, welcome, Ellen. Commenting, yay. I don't know, let me see. That's a good question. That's a good idea. How does it look with the flowers when I put them on there? What do you think? That or that? That does make a difference. I wish I hadn't messed up that little part up there. I don't know. Ellen, that does make a difference. Pool Party cardstock. I don't have any of that handy. If you want to wait, I can grab a piece. Okay, let's see. That is a thought. How will that look? Pool Party as the card base. I do too. That gives a totally different look. Wow. Versus this, or even that. I like that. I'm going to cut that piece of Pool Party. Good idea. So this needs to be 4 1/4. By 5 1/2. It's always good to have lots of sets of eyes. So that is a great one. Okay, so is that what we decided was Pool Party on Pool Party with the purple and the green flowers? All right. That's good. That's good. All right. So lastly, oh, one more thing. I will not do that now, but what I will do is to try the purple on Pool Party with flower. Okay, one sec. What I will do is to take my scrap paper, where my scrap paper went, and also mask this off and put that on the envelope flap. So the envelope is done. I think I have one done like that already. All right, so now we need a sentiment, and it's good to be able to play around with that a little bit. Try Pool Party on Pool Party with the flower. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with this. It's going to be a landscape card, by the way. Go like that. All right, sentiment. I have pulled out a small tag from the Tailored Tags. And this is the Special Moments Celebration stamp set. It is a $100 offering, but it has all of these sentiments, 21 different sentiments with great fonts, wonderful sentiments. Just thanks for brightening up my day. You guys always brighten up my day on Mondays. I love it. Where would I be without a friend like you? Hang in there. That's what we're all doing right now. Just hang in there. Hello, sunshine. Congratulations. Just about anything. There's also a sympathy in here, which we use but don't like to, but it's nice to know that you have one when you need one. So I chose and already pulled one out here. These are photopolymer, so they're easy. I wouldn't want, I couldn't wait for a special occasion. I couldn't read it through there. I couldn't wait for a special occasion. So I've already got this tailored tag punched out and put a little tag on here. And I'm going to, lately I have really gotten back into the embossing. And again, I know we don't have this little embossing buddy thing anymore, but it's so important to have something that is going to get your oils and all of the other little environmental things off of your project before you emboss. So I'm going to use Versamark. And put that down here. And I've even moved my embossing heat tool over here so it's close, plugged in, and I can use it all the time now. So let's just put that in, and using the gold, that's my favorite. Because I may have told you that's what got me hooked on stamping, was gold embossing. So let's heat this up, get it hot, and that shouldn't take long to do. It's so much fun to just watch it turn gold. Forgot to bring my little tool, keep from burning my fingers. Okay, I think I smeared it right there when I turned it. So the eye didn't turn out right. So let's finish it off anyway. So let's put this on the pool party. And that'll get covered up, won't be seen, so that's okay. And let's put this on with some dimensionals. Yeah, the masks are an easy $10 item, and I think they'll be very beneficial for lots of projects, especially the backgrounds. So useful. Kind of went overboard on the dimensionals, but that's okay. Almost, there we go. And so maybe I can, I'll probably just not really finish this right now, because I do want to do this over again about I couldn't wait for a special occasion. But I do have some white, this was one I didn't use, some white thread to make a little bow. And then I will redo that and put the finished one on my blog. And let's grab some scissors. And that's going to go on there like that. And then, so that's going to get, that's a do-over. Then I'll show you another one that I did do. These are the new Iridescent Rhinestone Basic Jewels. They are awesome. They're beautiful. They just really, really shine, especially on the white. Let's put one there. There's 3 different sizes. One here, and a big one down here. They're beautiful. Let's put one over here. I found that when I put it right on the color, it didn't show as much. So minus the tag that will go on later, I should, if I'm going to emboss, I should keep my little clothespin over here, because that's what happened. I smeared that when I was flipping it in my hand. So that's going to go on there like that. But I have a picture on here that I can show you of a card that I did do. Let's see if I can bring that up here on my screen. There's one that I did. You don't see the whole thing, where I have embossed from another set that is in the mini called Happy and Heartfelt. Let's take that away. Happy and Heartfelt. It has 15 amazing sentiments in here with a font that is just gorgeous. So that's what I used on this one. And yes, I like the two tones too on that one. Actually, I think that was the same thing. And then let's see if this one will show up. Let's go there. Then I did this one with the butterflies. Being awesome is just your thing, just a portion of it. So both of those will be on my blog later this week, either tomorrow or Thursday. I do have a host code for January that I've created. So there's that, and that is for ordering online, and use the code if your order is under $150. And here we go. There is my blog, patstamper.typepad.com. So please go check it out. I'm really, really trying to give more content there so that you can see what I do instead of just what I do on Mondays. So anyway, I have enjoyed today. Thank you for your help. I will get this posted. I'll probably put the finished one back on Facebook too, so that you can see it there. It'll be below the video. So enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week, and I'll see you next Monday. Thank you. Bye-bye.